So tonight, Monday Night Raw was kind of interesting, you know. It was just it kind of was kind of good, and it was kind of and it was kind of confusing. You know, there was a couple of times where I saw this Monday Night Raw episode, and I sat there going, "What am I watching? How does this make sense?" Alright, so you kicked off Monday Night Raw with good, talking about what happened last week, with Daniel Bryan, and the Yes Movement, King Batista, and Randy Orton, you had your own freaking Evolution reunion, might as well put Ric Flair out, seriously, anyways, you had Orton trash talk with Batista trash talking back, Triple H kind of be like, the peacemaker per se in that situation. So he finally had enough. He walked out and he's like, I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of trolls like Daniel Bryan who think they know everything. I'm sick and tired of movie stars who think they know what's things for best for business. I'm sick and tired of technical, talented guys who are screwed up in the head. And he was looking, of course, Randy Orton when he said that. And then he imported himself that there will be a guaranteed triple threat match at WrestleMania 30 between Batista, Randy Orton, and in his case, he said that it was also going to be cut down the main event. So basically, the winner of Daniel Bryan and Triple H faces Randy Orton and Batista for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship main event at WrestleMania 30. So. I know people are going to be like, oh, this is God, screw Triple H, he's just going to be burying him, blah, 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 blah. Oh my god, I could see the comments and I could see people freaking out. I even looked at Twitter when Raw was happening because I knew people were going to freak out when they saw it because you know what? It's obvious. The only reason why Triple H put himself in that match is because, okay, it's plain out obvious that Daniel Bryan's going to win that match, so it's kind of Triple H kind of being like a little troll per se and basically saying, "Oh, you know what? You really think Daniel Bryan's gonna win this? I put myself in the triple threat match if I win the." So, you got your case right there. So, anyways, then you have Cesaro and Jack Swagger versus the Usos. Okay, what the hell? Okay, this is when the confusing starts beginning. You keep teasing breaking up all these tag teams. First, you tease the breaking up the Shield. We'll get to that later. And then for several weeks, you've been teasing breaking up the Real Americans, Cesaro and Jack Swagger. What the hell? I'm expecting, a couple weeks, hell, last week I expected, okay, they're gonna do Cesaro Swagger. It's gonna be like freaking the, what is that called? The pre-show match. Now it's like, nope, they're fine. I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe they're breaking up in the near future, next week, a couple weeks from now. I don't freaking know, but like, what the hell, you know? Oh god. Oh yeah, we also can announce that Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton in no DQ match for later tonight. But then we have Sheamus. Okay, we have Sheamus and Titus O'Neil, and I get it. St. Patrick's Day. Oh, the Catholic life that I hate. St. Patrick's Day, you got to have Hornswoggle. And again, Hornswoggle, when was the last time he was relevant? Yeah, hell, he was never relevant. When was the last time he was relevant now? For St. Patrick's Day, I think the last time he was relevant now was probably when freaking he became Cruiserweight Champion now. And they had to get rid of him, fella. Because you know why? Because they had to begin the Divas Championship, fella, and get rid of the Women's Championship for no fucking reason now. And that was the worst Irish impression ever. And if you're Irish, forgive me. You guys should know me. I love making jokes. Because I'm not like most people on here to take this crap so freaking seriously. I like to add some comedy into my thoughts and videos and reviews, whatever the hell you want to call it. Yeah. So then after the match between Sheamus and Titus O'Neil, where was this big push of Titus O'Neil after that? What was the point of them breaking up, Titus O'Neil and It's freaking crime time all over again. Except one of them wasn't gay. What? Anyways, you have Christian come out and attacking freaking Sheamus, all because Sheamus is all like, oh, I'm going to enter myself in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Shut up, dog. But anyways, yeah, he's going to enter himself into the Battle Royal. And Christian got all mad because I guess he's like, oh, Sheamus is trying to steal my thunder, blah, blah, blah. Ugh, thank God they haven't. At first, I didn't like this whole battle royal thing. I'm thinking, thank God, because think about it. What the hell is the mid card gonna do? Nothing, because the rest of everybody else is like freaking part timers, minus Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton. But anyways, as we move on, you have Daniel Bryan versus Randy Orton, no DQ match. The match was actually, not too bad, wasn't too shabby. The one thing that I always noticed between Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton, they always have good chemistry in the ring. They always have that good matches in the ring, just plain and simple. And of course, it'd be no disqualification. If Batista come out interfere, he speared Orton, it seemed like by accident. And then, freaking Daniel Bryan does his running kick, whatever. 1, 2, 3. And then Bryan wins. And then after the match is over, Batista lays out Orton with the Batista bomb just to repay for. I forgot to tell you, by the way. During the whole entire segment between Orton, Triple H, and Batista, after Triple H left, Batista got distracted. Orton did RKO, so kind of like a payback from, earlier in the night. So makes sense. And this whole Undertaker and Brock Lesnar thing. I think I talked about it a couple weeks ago in my review, but I'll talk about it now, just in case I didn't. I'm okay with the match. It's gonna be that great. Probably not. I think it'll be okay. But, it's freaking Brock Lesnar, but the Undertaker. If this was 12 years ago, I'd be like, hell yeah. But here's the difference. That was 12 motherfucking years ago, alright? Brock Lesnar gimmick has changed. He came from this animal beast monster guy to basically, oh, LOL, I'm still a monster, but, I know some MMA moves I've learned in UFC. Like, and they have Undertaker, who I think is still stuck in 1999, looking like this freaking Ministry of Darkness with the whole beard and everything. Like, I'm not hating on it, just giving my thoughts about it. That's what this whole thing is about, giving my thoughts. Almost for town. Thank you. Oh boy. Then you have Fandango versus Goldust. Do I need to go any further with that? Think about last year, Fandango was freaking wrestling Chris Jericho at WrestleMania. So now you have Pirates of the Caribbean. You have Cameron and Naomi versus AJ Lee, aka 12-year-old, along with her bodyguard, manly bodyguard. Tamina Snuka. Yeah. So, okay, this is another thing that confuses the hell out of me. Last week it seemed like Superwoman, Wonder Woman herself, aka Super Cena's girlfriend, aka Nikki Bella, Big Kitty Bella, was gonna go in there and freaking face the 12-year-old, aka AJ Lee, at WrestleMania and take the Divas Championship. Now freaking Naomi comes back, who originally was number one contender, is now back all of a sudden. What the freak, WWE? You're gonna make it a triple threat match? You're gonna love triple threat matches, are you, WWE, at WrestleMania? Freaking AJ, Naomi, and freaking Nikki, or you're gonna have Brie in there. We're gonna make a fatal four-way. Again, that match probably won't be that bad if you put all four of them together, but just, like, this is just so effing confusing, dude. Like, what are you doing? And then, like, Tamina's all like, oh, you pushed me. Now it's looking like, okay, WWE, now you're copying freaking TNA last week, who had freaking fail Kim, watching Kim, and freaking, Lady Tampa, whatever the hell her name is, Papa. Freaking, they started arguing and crap, and, like, okay, they originally copied you, WWE, now you're copying them. What the hell? I know you guys have done this for years, but it's just like, let it go. Then you have Big Show, Mark Henry, Dolph Ziggler, and Big E versus Ryback, Curse Action, Roberto Rio, and Demi Singh. I say that 10 times fast. I freaking dare you. This was just like random. This was just like, oh, we got nothing for the mid card tonight. Let's put them in one huge ass 8-man tag team match. All right, let's go. So yeah, the face team wins. I didn't say more than that. And then Kofi Kingston versus Bray Wyatt. Oh, has Kofi Kingston's career fallen? Okay, this is the time of Kofi Kingston's career. IC title, drops it irrelevant for like 6 months. US title drops it irrelevant for God knows how long. And then, like, Kofi Kingston gets a push once a year, and it's like it lasts for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then he does nothing. That's Kofi Kingston and be like, screw you, I'm out of here. Like, seriously? Stop toying with me. Anyways, Bray Wyatt faces him, Bray Wyatt wins. It's just gonna make Bray Wyatt be like, oh, he beat Kofi Kingston, he's such a threat to John Cena at WrestleMania, blah, blah, blah. Which I do think there's a possibility of Bray Wyatt beating at WrestleMania. Will it happen? God only knows. Yes, I knew. Yeah. So then you have the whole part where everyone starts flipping up Palazzo between Daniel Bryan and Triple H. And what I mean with people freaking out is, oh, this is where Triple H buried him. Oh my god, WWE sucks. Screw WWE. I'm done watching. Bye. Like, okay, he's not burying Daniel Bryan. First of all, you should be used by now by freaking Daniel Bryan being thrown around like a freaking sack of potatoes. Okay, you should be used for that by now. Second of all, it's not really realistic that a guy who's what, 5'10", 5'11", Daniel Bryan is that tall. You know, skinny, small, not so much lengthy guy. You know, all of a sudden, you know, dominates. You know, big, broad shoulders, round, tall guy like God does, Triple H. So you should know that's not even freaking believable. Oh yeah, I'm already forgetting this crap. Okay. This is how confusing Raw was. This is what happens when you do freaking college and then you watch Raw. It just screws you up. Alright? I'll get to what I was gonna say later, but this was Triple H tonight. Triple H Dave Bryan tonight. Okay. Why are people so freaking out about this? Okay, freaking I get it, you know, Stephanie's like, I want this, what you did last week was illegal, you endangered everybody, you endangered myself, you endangered my husband, you endangered the fans, we did it for your protection, blah blah blah. And, you know, and here's the thing, too. Stephanie seems like she's going back to, like, kind of like the 2000 of her stuff, and that annoying, screechy, screaming heel, even though obviously hers was kind of high pitched. She's kind of like, yeah, now she's like, oh, you know, her voice is deep, and I'm sure you have, like, what, 3 or 4 kids with God that happens to you. But nonetheless, and you get older, obviously. But, you know, with that being said, this was just a good segment, because even though it, you know, oh, make Daniel Bryan look weak. He has freaking hands behind his back by the fake policeman that handcuffs him in the ring, and obviously God's beating the living hell out of him, to the point that he literally takes, like, what, 25 to 30 seconds to pedigree him? Like, he had freaking Daniel Bryan like this, and he's just like, I don't know who the hell you're talking to. He's like, he wasn't even looking like this or this. He literally looked like this. For like 25 and 30 seconds. I'm sitting there going, what the hell are you doing, man? Anyways, obviously, pedigrees him. He has like a 5 to 7, 8 second makeout session with the Queen of Queens, aka Stephanie McMahon. And yeah, that's how Raw ended. But, you know, it did what it needed to do. Alright, it did to make it the feud between Triple H and Daniel Bryan more interesting. Now, you know, Daniel Bryan will get his revenge, guys. Don't worry. He will get his revenge. Oh my god. Before anyone says, oh, Daniel Bryan's gonna get buried. Blah, blah, blah. He's gonna lose Triple H like in 4 seconds. That's not hard to say, but... And real quick before I end this video, because I completely forgot before until I mentioned the final segment, this whole Shield thing. I like the Shield. I like Roman Reigns. You know, Dean Ambrose, a good talent. Seth Rollins, the same. But what the frick is this, man? Like, freaking Kane comes out there earlier in the night. He's like, oh, I think Daniel Bryan had accomplished because we were in Memphis, Tennessee. I think it was Jerry the King Lawler because he's from there. Jerry, come in here. I know you've had a heart attack and everything, but I might enjoy this. And the Shield are already there, basically. And the Shield's like, and Seth Rollins gets on the mic and he's all like, we need to do what's best for business. And then they go and attack Kane. I'm sitting here going, okay, now you guys are officially face, basically. Like, what are you doing? You guys are supposed to break up, like, what, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and now all of a sudden you're all like, oh, we're fine. Believe in the Shield. Like, what the hell is happening? Like, are you gonna do freaking, like, Kane versus the Shield on a 3-on-1 handicap at WrestleMania, or are you just gonna, Kane gonna come out next week, or SmackDown, or whatever, be all pissed off and be like, I'm tired of what you guys are doing to each other. I'm gonna put you guys in a triple threat match for the United States title at WrestleMania. That's best for business. Like, Is that what he's gonna do? Like, I have no idea what they're doing with the Shield. I like the Shield, and I think they'll make a good face, stable team, whatever. But what the hell? I'm just so confused. Like, I don't understand it. But anyways, guys, I know I made this video long. You guys know me. I like to talk. Blah blah blah. Anyways, that's it for me.